Hello, my friends. I'm so happy to be able to spend this time with you today. Yes, I am. And today I'm going to be working Margarete Miller's hashtags 2025 CWP, and this is number 37. So again, Marguerite, thank you so much for sponsoring this. I really am enjoying this hashtag so very much, and I look forward to doing it every week. I may not be doing it on the right day, but I'm enjoying it anyway. Thank you to all of my subscribers. I know I have some new subscribers. I don't know who you are, but I send you a great big hug because I appreciate you so much for subscribing. I hope that you'll enjoy my channel and will come back. And thank you to all my subscribers. Again, whether you've been with me a week, a day, a week, a month, 2 months, it doesn't matter. I appreciate each one of you so much, and you bring so much, you have so much value to me. You've added value to my life, and I just appreciate you. So let me give some shout outs. Barbara Daly, Rural Life 40, Susan Gazaway, Brittany Linger, Tammy, Melinda 4815, Candy from Candy's Crafty Creations, Selena, Debs from Debs Creative Book Shack. Oh, Debs, I hope I got that right. Debbie Kelly, and Debbie, I'm so glad that I read in your comment that you're feeling better. So thankful. Museful Creations, Trish, the crafting whimsy, and Trish sponsors the JJ Sketches hashtag. So thank you, Trish. And just Donna Maria, thank all of you ladies that have left comments. Again, as always, they leave me so full, and I thank you. Okay, so today is number 37 in the hashtag CWP. And this is all folded up, I know, because I keep it in this book here. And today's prompts are a drawing or photo of a clock tower, a handwritten list or note, a bridge, something red, a clipping of an ornate border or frame, and bonus is washi tape. Oh, and I meant to cut the middle out of my frame. Where did it go? Because I wanted to use it. I'm gonna try to do this on camera. This is not my best skill in the world, as is the truth with many others, but I'm gonna give it a go. So this is my ornate frame, and it is pretty ornate, as you can see, with all the, I found this, I do believe, in one of the cut and collage books. I have come to appreciate those books more and more since I've been involved in some of these hashtags, because they really do. Oh, this is always coming loose. They really do come in handy and give you the, I'm sorry if I'm off camera, I think I'm just scratching up my ruler, to be honest with you. That isn't going through. Maybe this blade is just dull. Let me try this. If not, I'll just poke a hole and cut it out. I'm using the right side. I've never used one of these. See, I am catching the ruler. That's the problem. Well, let me just try following the line. That might be better. There. All right, one more, bear with me. But in actual fact, I probably have had the most success with this little thing I got on Amazon. I've got a couple of other ones, but for some reason they seem awkward to use. Well, that's perfect. Thank you. Thank you for being patient with me. All right, so I've got a photo. This was a photo. It doesn't look like a photo, but this is a photo of the Grand Canal in Venice, Italy. And Venice is one of my most favorite places that I've been to. It's just so fascinating and so beautiful. And I took this as we were in a gondola, and we were going to be going under that little bridge. So much fun. We had so much fun. Oh, wait, I'm all messed up. This is my clock tower. No, that's not my clock tower. That's my bridge. My clock tower is... I'm getting so discombobulated. All right, this is the clock tower, and I know I'm not going to be able to pronounce this city correctly. This was also a photo that I printed off on just computer paper, or actually I think it's cardstock, and it was in Schreisheim, Germany. If I have any German friends out there, forgive me for butchering this. But I love this clock tower. It played something every 15 minutes. And it sounded so beautiful. This was a very small town in Germany that my daughter and we only spent one night here, and then we kind of cruised the little town, in the morning before we left. But it was just such a pretty little town. It's kind of what I guess I imagine, Germany was like, So we really enjoyed that. And so I got ahead of myself here. So a handwritten note. Now this note is in two pieces, and I know I can't use them both. Oh, I could try, I guess. I probably have enough room. But my youngest daughter wrote this note to her dad and I. I don't know how old she was. She was already writing in cursive. And her spelling was pretty good, but not spot on. So I'm thinking maybe the 3rd grade. I could be wrong. I wish I would have put a date on it, but I wasn't thinking, I guess. So she called it the poem about a dog. A dog has to be fluffy, I think that's what she wrote, and soft, and have a waggy tail, and a wet little nose, and little ears that flop down, and beaming little eyes, and 4 little legs that follow you everywhere, and a bark as soft as raindrops on the ground, and a tongue that will give you kisses, and and a brain. Oh, this is so cute. That will give you kisses, and a brain, when it walked away, will know how to get back. So that's what puppies should be like. I want one! ! To Mom and Dad from Alina. Oh my gosh. Children, I just think this is the cutest little sweetest thing. All right, and something red. I have this phone booth. And when I was in London, I did see these. And then here's my ornate frame. I don't know about the washi tape, if I'm going to use any washi tape or not. So let's just get this down. My glasses are all smudged. I don't know where my cleaner is. Oh, it's under here. My desk is a mess because there's 3 videos that I want to do today. And I'm not going to set my expectations too high. I'm just going to do what I can do. Once I get started, it seems anymore it's the afternoon, and the afternoon goes by so quickly. And by the nighttime, it's hit or miss how I'll do. All right, so that's the prompts for hashtag CWP 2025 CWP, and this is number 37. Okay, so I already cut some background paper. This came from a paper pad from Hobby Lobby. It's a nice weight cardstock. It's not real flimsy. And this kind of had I'm not sure what it's a map of, but it is Mediterranean. I think that says, oh yeah, Mediterranean. I think it's supposed to be, but it's got writing. It's a collage, but I liked it because this is kind of like, except for the little note, is a travel kind of theme. So, and I cut this way too wide, but it's okay. All right, so the drawing or photo of a clock tower. I do want to ink some of this because I didn't cut it just right. I don't want scorched timber. Excuse the reach, I'm sorry. I think I'm going to use my walnut stain. And maybe I'll even around this corner. So she eventually did get a dog. It wasn't too much after this. She was in the 3rd grade when she got her little dog. His name was Booters. And well, I'll just tell it the best I can. I worked with a nurse, and her son had terrible allergies, but he rescued this little puppy. She was almost a year old when we found out about her. But he rescued her because some neighborhood kids had been really, I don't know if she was a stray puppy or what, but some of the children were really mistreating her, and he just could not stand that. So he took her home, but he had horrible, horrible allergies, and he begged his parents to let him keep her because she needed a loving home. And he wanted her, and he named her Booters because she was the color of butterscotch. So that's how she got her name. And he even shaved her bald because he thought it was just the fur that was making him have a reaction. And of course it wasn't, but his mother, her name was Donna. She was such a sweet lady, such a good nurse, NICU nurse too. And she told him, no, we have to get rid of him. Your allergies are, get rid of her. Your allergies are just too bad. Well, the family did hate to get rid of her. They were a nice family. And so she was asking if anybody wanted a dog, and she told me about the dog, and she was about a year old, a small dog, a little terrier mix of some kind. Anyway, long story short, I ended up taking her home to my daughter, and she was fiercely, fiercely protective of her. She sometimes would not let anyone near her, not even her dad and I. She was so protective of her. And that little dog was with my daughter until, you can believe this or not, but she was 23 years old. My daughter had that dog for 23 years. She saw my daughter through growing up into an adolescent, high school, all those rough, rough pre-adult years, and then into her young adult years, she suffered some hardships, and that little dog was with her the whole time. And when the dog was about 12 years old, you may not believe this either, but she was never neutered, and she, I think I'm going to staple these and just glue one of them down. When she was about 12 years old, one of the neighborhood dogs got into the yard, and she got pregnant and actually had a litter of puppies. And I regret to this day of not taking one of those puppies because they were so cute. But at that time, I was in a situation where I just, a puppy was not welcome. You know, I just couldn't. So anyway, she took her. She loved her. The dog loved her. And they were together for 23 more years until that little dog passed away. And my daughter did not want to have to put her down. She said that she just prayed and prayed that God would allow her just to pass away. And that's exactly, she had set a time when she was, enough was going to be enough, and she would just take her and let her leave this world in peace. But and what happened was the little dog did just pass away in her arms. It was very sad. It was a loss to all of us. When we first came back to California to live, we were driving on Balboa Island, I think, and we were just cruising along, enjoying the sights, and the windows were down, and Booters jumped out of the car. She literally jumped out of the car, and to this day, we don't know why. Maybe she had to go to the bathroom. I don't know, but this older lady was mowing her grass and scared her half to death when that dog jumped out of the car. Well, we quickly retrieved her. She didn't go anywhere. But Buddha's had quite a long life. She traveled all over the United States with my daughter. And, yeah, she was truly a good friend to her. Her little four-legged, fluffy, waggly tail, floppy-eared dog. Oh, anyway. Sweet memories. Well, I'm not quite sure how to put this down. I don't want to hide anything. I don't want to cover up anything because I love every one of these pieces. Maybe I could... Maybe I could kind of put this here somehow. And put this phone booth over here. Then I have a spot in the middle. What am I going to do with that spot in the middle? I need something for the middle. See, I didn't think this out all the way because I just figured I'd sit down and put it down easy peasy. I might trim this off a little bit. I got a little bit too much space in here for these little pieces. So I hope you all are having a good day. So far, so good for me. You know, if there's still time to enter the giveaway, if you want to, you just need to watch the video that I put up on Saturday about the Green Fall Journal making ephemera. You know, you just have to watch that, be subscribed, be over 18, and leave a comment on that video that says happy birthday. That's all you have to do. And I'm going to close it on Wednesday. So Wednesday is your last opportunity. And there's really not that many, which is fine, really. So I'm just going to probably put the names and have one of my family members draw them out for me. I'm just not happy with try it this way. My daughter and I, it's the same daughter that we went to Europe together, and oh, I'm so glad for that, happy that we did that trip, because it was so much fun for us. And we had such a good time. Wonderful memories that will last a lifetime. The places we've seen, we saw, the people we met. Well, I'm just taking way too much time with this. What is wrong with me? I am just taking way too much time. I should have shrunk this note down. That's what I should have done. Made it smaller, because I really want to keep it in here, so when I go through this book, it will remind me, because it's the original is in one of our Bibles. She probably gave it to us while we were at church, and that's how it ended up in the Bible. And I tried to go through some of my older Bibles last night, but I couldn't find it. But I knew I had scanned it. Well, I think I'm just going to go like that. All right. Oh, I need to fill this. So, I'm going to glue along here. I don't want to get a lot of glue on this little note. Oh, I need a pen, excuse me. Yeah, my older daughter, they were 8 years apart. So my older daughter never really did care too much. She was never that interested in having a pet. And my youngest one, she liked kitties, puppies, you name it. She was always bringing something home. But at that particular time in her life, she wanted a puppy. And like I said, she ended up getting her puppy. She had other dogs that joined her, along with Booters. She had a whole little posse going there for a while. But Booters was the oldest one, and of course she was the first to go. But my daughter knew when she passed that it was time for her to go. She had lived a long, full life and was well loved. Very much loved. Okay, I am missing something, my frame. So I'm just going to put this on here, like this. I'm so proud of myself for cutting this thing out, for cutting the center out. I'm gaining a new skill. A very basic one, but you know, we're not all overachievers. All right, so there we go. This is week 37, hashtag CWP. Oh, I got it wrong again. Hashtag 2025 CWP, and this is week 37. And thank you again, Margarete, for sponsoring this, for hosting it. I, for one, am really enjoying it. It can be a little bit of a challenge, but that's okay, because we need to challenge ourselves. So, all right. Well, this took longer than it should have took. I hope you didn't mind. I hope you enjoyed this. and my little story. I kind of got off on it. It was not a sad story. It was a happy story, even though our little furry friends never live long enough, regardless. So, all right, everyone. Thank you again for watching. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. I'll see you in the next one. I've got all this space here. I need something. I'll have to think of something to put there. Anyway, there you go. I hope you like it. Full of memories, actually. Full of good memories, so that's a good thing. All right, everyone, I love you all, and I pray for you every day, and I wish you the best in everything. So bye-bye. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.